This is an instructional video for the use of the Bosch RS325 1-inch stroke compact reciprocating saw. Read all safety warnings and all instructions in the operating and safety instructions available on BoschTools.com, or refer to materials provided at the time of rental. Always be sure to wear the proper protective equipment when operating the unit. This includes eye protection, dust mask, safety shoes, and hearing protection. Always make sure your work area is clean and well lit. Disconnect the plug from the power source before making any adjustments, changing accessories, or storing power tools.
RS325 1-inch stroke compact reciprocating saw. Intended use: for rough cutting of various types of wood and metal, typically used for remodeling and demolition work. To install a blade, insert the blade into the blade holder by twisting the collar in a counterclockwise rotation until it stops. Insert a blade into the blade slot until the blade's shoulder rests against the collar. Release the collar and the spring-loaded collar will securely clamp the blade. Next, push in and pull out the blade to ensure the blade is attached securely. To remove the blade, rotate the collar counterclockwise while pulling the blade out of the blade slot. Blades may be hot after prolonged use. When removing the blade from the tool, avoid contact with skin and use proper protective gloves when grasping the blade. The tool can be turned on or off by squeezing or releasing the trigger. The blade plunger stroke rate can be adjusted from the minimum to maximum stroke rate by the pressure you apply to the trigger. Apply more pressure to increase the speed and release pressure to decrease speed. The Lock On button located in the handle of your tool allows for continuous operation at maximum speed per minute without holding the trigger. To lock trigger on, squeeze trigger, depress button and release trigger. To unlock trigger, squeeze trigger and release it without depressing the Lock On button. Tool tips: do not cut or break into existing walls or other blind areas where electrical wiring may exist and/or gas or water pipes may be hidden. Make sure that the front end of the blade extends through the footplate for the entire stroke length. Do not use specialty blades that are very short or those with a significant bend or deformation. A blade which is too short or deformed could jam inside the foot and snap. No one blade can be efficient in cutting all material. Be sure to use the proper blade to ensure proper cutting performance. Higher speed settings are generally used for fast cutting or when softer cutting material. Slower speed settings are generally used when precision is required or when cutting harder materials.